compete for the live workout today. So we're going to start out with the Hinshaw warm-up, and Jen and Scott are going to lead us through, starting with 10-yard walk on their toes. Try to find some space wherever you're at. If you don't have a full 10 yards marked out, that's fine. Once you get down, keep staying that direction, and you're going to walk on your toes backwards. Perfect. All the way down. Once you get down there, we're going to have 10-yard walk on the heels, so keeping those toes nice and pointed towards the sky, all the way down. And then you're going to turn around, face the other way, and we're going to do a 10-yard walk, with our toes pointing in. Try to keep some space in between your heels and the ground. Really feel your booty squeeze. Then we'll do the same thing, but this time when you turn around, your heels are going to be facing in, so keeping space in between. Good. All the way down with those. That will be the end of our walk, but now we will do lunges. So you're going to lunge forward with your arms locked out overhead, touching that knee down to the ground, then standing up. We'll go all the way down. Good. Get that full range of motion. Try to get your arms back as far as you can up overhead. And then that next one, we are going to do a twist in front of the forward leg. So same lunge, and then once you get down to the ground, we're going to torso twist around to the leg that's forward. So lunge, twist, perfect. Good little synchro. All the way. Good. Good. Last step. Then we'll go down facing with butt kickers. So try to get as many in as you can in this short amount of space. Just getting those heels to your butt. Good. And then we'll do the same thing but high knees. So try to get your knees as high as you can in as short of distance. There we go. Good. The next thing we have is a forward bear crawl. So go ahead and get on your hands. Good. Again, try to take small steps just because of the space. Yep, opposite hand, opposite leg, all the way. And then, stay down on the ground. We're going to actually move backwards. So face the other way. Same exact bear crawl position, but you're going to be moving backwards. This requires a little more coordination. Good. All the way back. All right. So now that you guys are done with that, let's go ahead and kind of face this way. We are going to start with 10 Cossack squats. So the goal here is that we want to try to get as low as we can. This does require some mobility. So with a widest stance, we're going to drop our hip down, standing all the way back up. It might take you a couple times to try to get as low as possible, but we have 10 total, so that's 5 each side. Get nice and low. Try to get a little deeper each time if you can. Jen's got awesome mobility, so she starts slow. So we'll have 10 there. We have some air squats. Jen today has some dumbbell thrusters, so just kind of warming up the hips. So we have 10 of those. And then we're going to drop and do 5 push-ups to downward dog. So ideally, if you have the push-up where you are in the plank position, you're going to drop your chest to the ground, push up, and drive your head back. However, if you don't, you can do the same thing from your knees, where you're dropping to your knees, re-going to that plank, driving back. So you have 5 of those. Good, so you can see Scott is doing the full push-up in that plank position. Jen is dropping to her knees and then up into that plank position and driving back. Either way, she's getting a great stretch in and still getting that push-up in. If you're doing body weight and minimal, you have push-ups today. Scott is going to lead us through some burpee pull-ups. So, awesome. Good job, guys. So hopefully you're feeling nice and warm. We are now going to head into the brief and talk about what the workout looks like. So today's body weight workout, minimal workout, and compete workout are all very similar. They're going to have 3 sets for our body weight and minimal, and then Scott's gonna have 4 sets with us on the compete. We're all gonna start out with a 300-meter run, and then body weight and compete will have 30 air squats. We'll demo those in just a second, but then it's gonna be a little different. Body weight's gonna have 15 push-ups, and compete is gonna have 10 burpee pull-ups. And then Jen will be doing something different in the middle. Instead of air squats, she's gonna do a single dumbbell thruster. So let's go ahead and walk us through. Scott is gonna demo what our air squats are gonna look like. He's gonna get off that runner. He is gonna do, an air squat all the way down, all the way back up. Good. Here we're wanting to try to go unbroken on the sets. If you are doing body weight and you don't feel comfortable doing 30 air squats unbroken, just try to go through as big of sets as possible, shake those legs out, get right back to it. Jen here is going to be doing single dumbbell thrusters. So she's going to get that dumbbell thruster and clean it up to her shoulder. She's then going to squat again below parallel and drive that dumbbell up overhead. So you're going to have 15 of those on each arm. If you're able to do all 15 on one arm without a break, that's awesome. You are being super effective with your time. But if not, you can set the dumbbell down, shake out your arm, keep on going. But we have 15 on one side, and then she's going to do the same exact thing, 15 on the other. Then we all have some push-ups, except for Scott, he has some burpee pull-ups. So Jen's gonna demo just one more time. We kind of saw this in the warm-up, but what a good push-up rep looks like. So we have our chest all the way to the ground, pushing all the way back up. We're not doing any of those half reps where you don't fully extend your arms. Or she can drop to her knees, where she can do that same exact thing. If you are working on push-ups, this is a great time to just focus on good form and build that strength. And then Scott here is going to be doing 10 burpee pull-ups. So throughout the burpee pull-up movement, there's 2 different options. Your burpee is going to look ideally the same. You're going to lay down as quickly as possible, stand up. You can jump into the pull-up, which I believe Scott is choosing to do, or you can lay down, stand up, and kip into the pull-up. So whichever one you find to work best for you, try to stick with it. We have 10 of those over the course of those 4 sets, so your 10 should be smooth and keep you moving throughout. So pick something, try to stick with it. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and set the clock. We have a clock running because there are not only sets, but rest in between, which is great news. So Jen and I have a 2-minute rest, so no matter how long it takes us, we're gonna rest for 2 minutes. Scott's rest is solely based on how fast he goes. So he's going to really try to push the pace here, and then he will rest the same amount of time that it took him to complete the workout. So, Scott, if you want to go ahead and count us down for a 10-second, we're going to start on the 300-meter run. If you don't have a runner, we can also do some high knees. You can go for a run outside. It does not have to be done on an air runner, but it is convenient. All right, 5, 3, 2, 1, go. We're gonna get 300 meters in here, guys, or 1.5 minutes of high knees. Remember, you have 3 sets of this, so really focus on your breathing. Keep a pace that you can do well at throughout all sets. Good job, guys. try to get a good speed on those air squats. Jen. So for Jen and I, we're looking at the clock. We're going 2 minutes from the point we just finished. For Scott, he's looking at the clock. I believe he had about 2.5 minutes or so that it took him. So he's gonna rest for 2.5 minutes. Feeling good, guys? Yes. So that was set 1. So if you're doing minimal or body weight, you got 2 more sets. If you're doing compete or M60 with Scott, you have 3 more sets. So learn from Scott, maybe pace a little bit more than he did. So that was what, 245, 250, so 445, 450. Good. Yes. Dumbbell feeling good. You did 15 and 15. Okay, that's fine. I gotta get it done. What's your go time step? 5 minutes on the dot. All right, 1 more minute of rest. During this rest, really try to control your breath, slow it down, get back to that first starting point, so you have enough energy and breath to get going again. Whew. Yep. So Jen and I have about 15 more seconds before we go. Scott's got 30 seconds. You'll see he also will hop off probably the same time or before us. All right, Jen and I are going in 2, 1, go. 15. Nice work, Scott. How long did that take you? About the same time? 2.5 minutes? Good. Jen and I are still resting that same 2-minute mark. We are almost done. Scott is halfway through. Alright, he's getting faster despite coming out hot. Good job. Just a reminder, if you don't have a runner and you're doing high knees or some sort of running substitute, try to keep it anywhere from 1 to 1.5 minutes, just because as you see, that's about the time that it's taking us on the air runner. So we still want you to get the same stimulus, even if you don't have the same equipment. If you have a dog, they'll make your workouts better. Where are we starting again? What number? Okay, so we got about 1 minute. What's up, dude? We'll run. All right, Scott's got about a minute. Jen and I have about 45 seconds. Then we're on to our last round, and then we'll cheer Scott on in his last round on the next one. You have a goal for your time, Scott? Sub 240. All right, that's his goal. So hold him to it, see if he sticks with it. If you are using the air runner, be sure to reset your monitor each time. That way you're truly getting in that 300-meter distance. We're gonna start here in 10 seconds, Jen. Last one. 2, 1, go. You need to. Good job, Jen. Good job, Scott. Good work. You got it, Jen. You're almost done. Last ones. Two. 1, 2. Good job. Way to finish hard. All right. What time did we get on that one? Under 240? Yeah, 236. All right, guys. So if you're tagging along with Scott, he's going for under 240. Maybe he can hit 230 this time. All right. Yeah. All right. It's his last set, so he wants to really push that pace on the runner. Should have been doing that from the beginning, but he did pace it out over 4 sets. Now it's time to go hard with it on that 300-meter run. He's gonna go through an explosive, quick set of those 30 air squats, and then he's gonna give it all he's got for those last 10, keeping that smooth, consistent pace, not trying to rest too much in between. All right, he's gonna go here in about 1 minute. Any final words? No, he's just ready to get it done. That push to push. Yeah, for sure.
Smart sets instead of having instead of taking a break. I like it. Having a really time to
yes.
hit that number of times one more.
Especially if you struggle with pull-ups. I'm sorry, push-ups. If you struggle with that pressing position to begin with, then this is going to also fatigue you. Like she said, smart decisions from the get-go. So. All right, 15 seconds and Scott's back at it for his last round. We're gonna cheer him on. If you're doing it with him, we're cheering you on too. All right, Scott, countdown of 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, 300 meters, fast pace, guys. This is his last set, then he can follow the ground and roll over if he wants. It was good. Obviously talking and running is a little challenging too, but all good. Here we go, Scott, you got it. Pushing the pace. Right now he's 30 seconds in or so. He's at 170. So he's over halfway there to his 300 mark. Good, he's got about 50 meters or so left. And he is done. He's heading right to those 30 air squats. Good, he's getting all the way down, extending the hips at the top each time, but moving at an accelerated pace. Quick turnover there, right back into the next one. He's got 30 of those. Good. Unbroken on all 4 of those sets is what you compete athletes should be striving for. Okay? Keep moving on them, and then it's right to those last 10 burpee pull-ups. Good. All right. Good. You see that Scott is using that method of jumping right into that pull-up. It is a little quicker than having to get into that kipping motion. So if you have that strength work, do it. There you go. He's almost done. He's keeping that same pace. He's dropping to the ground, standing right back up, using 2 feet to come up at the same time. He's doing the most quick and efficient burpee pull-ups. There we go. Almost there. 2:21 on the clock for the last one. So,
Best set.
yes, last set, best set.
No ground rolling.
All right, so we're all gonna run you through a cool down together. If you're still working on those sets, go ahead and work through them. You can pause the video here and get to this cool down with us when you're done. But we wanna do a cool down. So for a second, I'm gonna let Scott catch his breath. But our cool down is going to feature some cat-cows, some bird dogs, and then a glute bridge hold. So I'm gonna have Jen demo for us the cat-cow. So here, there we go. Take your rock and go. Okay, so here she is. This should be a nice and controlled movement. She's just going to be rounding that upper back and then pressing through the floor. And then she's going to be curving her lower back. Nice and controlled, smooth movements here. And then she has 10 bird dogs. Here you go, as you can see here, she's extending opposite arm, opposite leg, squeezing the booty, reaching as far as she can forward. Again, nice and controlled, all right? Then we're gonna do a 30-second glute bridge hold for each leg. So she's gonna have one knee that's gonna be up, one leg that's gonna be straight. She's gonna squeeze her booty up, holding it there. She got 30 seconds on the clock when we all do this together. Then if you want to go ahead, show what the opposite leg looks like. Same idea. Most important thing here is that she's really squeezing, engaging this hamstring here. All right, so we're gonna work through 3 rounds of this. Should be at a very nice pace. We're not trying to rush or anything. Again, we're cooling down. For Scott, who just got done with his last set, we're still bringing our heart rate down, okay? Let's go ahead and get into position. We're gonna start with those 10 cat-cows. So up and then down. Practice your breathing, nice and controlled. Good, a couple more left here. Bird dogs, as you saw, Jen. We have an opposite arm and leg duo here. Again, keeping that core stabilized, nice and controlled. 10 total, so that makes for 5 each side. I thought you meant that was the last one. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and turn over to our glute bridge hold position. Let's go ahead and start with our left leg raised off the ground. So we are gonna be holding on the right leg. We'll do 30 seconds, starting now. Focus on that breathing, slow it down if it's still elevated heart rate. And down. We're gonna switch, same thing on the opposite side. And press. Depending on what feels comfortable for you, you can bring your knee or the heel of the knee that is up closer or further away from your butt. Just kind of figure out where that position feels good for you. Just make sure you're squeezing that booty on that side. And down. Good, we'll go through one more round. So we got 10 of those cat-cows. Hopefully you have the hang of that now if this is your first time doing it. last few. Good, we're moving to that bird dog. 5 each side, 10 total. Then we're heading back to our backs where we have 2 more, 1 each side of those holds. So let's raise our right leg, left leg down. Hold. Squeezing that booty. Good, we have 5 seconds. And down. Next, up. Good job, guys. 10 seconds. And down. Woo. Nice work, you guys. Awesome. If you guys are joining with us, thank you guys so much for doing this. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments, like and subscribe so you can get some more fun content like this. And if you did any of these workouts and you're on our sugar wad, be sure to log your score, and that way you can keep up with how you did, see if you beat Scott. Yes, give some fist bumps, some comments, but we'll see you guys next time.